right, everyone. We're going to get started now. I'd appreciate if you could turn off your cell phones. That would be awesome. For those of you that were here for the AI class presentation with Boo, thank you for coming. That was a great class. And we're shutting the door. There we go. All right, let's get started here. Gratitude moments and wins of the week. Does anybody have any gratitude they'd like to share?
Yeah, I want to say thank you to Sherry and Marwan for stopping by my open house last weekend to support me, and it was so I'm so happy to see you though, and thank you for this amazing colleagues. Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. Sorry, I couldn't really hear you because there was like this annoying thing in the background. So I was like, what's happening right now? This is weird.
No, I just saying thank you to Sherry and Marwan for stopping by my open house last weekend to support me. So I'm so grateful to have some amazing colleagues. So thank you.
Awesome. Does anybody else have any gratitude? Bridget looks like she does. What's up, Bridget?
Yes. So 2 weeks ago, I closed probably the worst transaction I've ever had, and it involved so many legal challenges and problems, and I'm convinced that if it wasn't for having broker Bob as my broker, I don't know that I would have gotten through it. I probably called him more times on that transaction than I have since he was the beginning of his broker days. So I just want to say thank you, and I got him a little gift. So don't ever quit on us.
So you know how the President of the United States has a red phone and his desk are called Moscow? Bridget has a red phone. Thank you, Bridget.
Anyone else have any gratitude they want to share with us? And just for the record, with all the agents that I've met with, everybody does seem to mention, Bob is always being there. So definitely appreciate it throughout the office. It's something that's well deserved. Moving on here, property pitches. Anybody have any properties that they want to pitch? Judy does. Let's hear it, Judy.
Okay, new listing. Took it off the market. It's going to be relisted today, and it is 1648 Pescadero Point. This is a 4-bedroom with a bonus downstairs room with a bathroom. It's got a view that you can see all the way to Mexico. A lot of things have been refinished since the last time it was on the market. And it's going to be listed for $849,900. The square foot is 2092 square feet, so it's almost 2,100 square feet. It's in Robin Hood Point, and I don't know when it's going to be open, but we're probably going to have a broker open next week. So let me know if you're interested. This is a family type of home because it is in a community that's very pleasant for not too much drive-by. It's quiet neighborhood. However, if you know a single person that wants a 4-bedroom house, it's okay with me too. Just saying. And the HOA is only 140. There's no Melrose there. It's in Chula Vista.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Free bid.
Lisa.
Oh, good. Okay, so just came on the market today. This is in Aqua Vista, and right in the heart of Little Italy. The owners bought this a year and a half ago. It's a second home, so it's been barely lived in. They need to get into a 2-bedroom, so I've actually got a contingent offer out for them that's been accepted, so they are motivated. Since that just year and a half that they've owned it, they've done all new appliances, washer, dryer, inductor range, everything, and a lot of other upgrades. So it shows beautifully. That's their furniture, which almost looks like staging. The HOA is $888, so it's on the higher side. But there's valet parking, 24-hour concierge, resort type swimming pool. It would make a great also second home for somebody, as well as a starter home at $469.
Any questions?
What was the HOA?
888.
Oh.
All right, does anybody else have a property to pitch? Yep, Steve? I have one in, coming in La Mesa, it's a condo. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 769.9, totally redone, 1,444 square feet, so it's a big condo. HOA is 485, and what else can I tell you? Totally redone, and if you want to see it before it hits the market in a week, you let me know. Awesome. Joseph? Oh, ladies first, Bridget.
I have one coming up in Forest Ranch on Eagle Canyon Place. It's a really nice property. It's like 3,600 and some change square feet. It's a 5-bedroom, 5.5 bath. It's one of the ones that's kind of on, if you know those streets really well, it's like the interior ones, so it's not the ones on the outside with the bigger lots. It's a smaller lot. But it's well maintained, it shows really well, it's got a beautiful kitchen. It's gonna be pretty darn close to move-in ready when we put it on the market. It'll be available probably next week or the week after, and it's gonna be $1,950,000.
Question? Is there any?
How many bedrooms?
Sorry, Danny.
Maria, are you done?
Yes, I am, Vinny.
Single family house in Lemon Grove, coming soon, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, paid off solar, roughly around 1,400 square feet. It'll be listed at $750. Corner lot, a lot of free trees. Enjoy.
Big parcel, right?
It's how you perceive it, I guess.
Okay, all right. Anyone else? Yeah, here we go, Angelica.
Cool, yeah.
A 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,400 square feet, South Bay, Chula Vista, townhome corner lot. It's the only property that has a 2-car garage, 2-story in a gated community pool, and I believe the HOA is 387.
Awesome, thanks for sharing. Anyone else? Kelly?
I have a new homes coming up in Valley Centers. It is a 4-bedroom, 3-4-bath, and about 1,900 square feet, fully moved and ready. It's a part of the Park Circle, so it's only a few years old, with solar and everything, asking $850.
Is there an HOA?
There is HOA, it's only $250.
No.
Space doesn't have an office. Sorry.
That's right. And then we have another one that is been on the market for about a month and a half now. It's a 4-bedroom, 4-bath with a loft, actually 5-bath, about 3,700 square feet, sitting on a 1/4 of an acre lot. In the gated community, golf course gated community of Valley Center as well, and the Wood Valley. It's moving ready. It's solar included and everything.
Bring an offer, you guys. Kelly's ready. Anyone else? No? John, you sure? All right.
Positive.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Totally fine.
All right, you guys. Who do you know? We need your help at the Market Center. We would love for you guys to help us out with any agent referrals, people that you've worked with in the past. That agent that you might have done a transaction and you thought, wow, this guy's just, or this person, this agent is just stellar. I'd love for them to join our organization. There's a form right in front of you. There's also a QR code. So if there's anyone that does come to mind, we greatly appreciate your help. We want to improve the industry, and one of the ways to do that is by having them come here to Keller Williams and learn our tools, systems, and models, and have access to the best broker in town, which is Robert Shantz.
Right.
So, yeah, please help us out. Let us know. Help me, our AI broker assistants. Please take a moment to participate in a short poll on Facebook and give us your favorite name. Thou poll? Okay. Will be posted after the team meeting on 128. Your input will directly shape what this assistant is called when it officially launches. So your input would be highly respected, and we're looking forward to it. So please let us know, because we're going to be sticking with this AI bot for quite some time.
Where do we submit our entry?
I mean, shouldn't it be called
Facebook.
What happened? Something got rejected? So it's not going to be broker bot or Bobby bot? No, we're not doing that? No? No? Okay. Upcoming events, you guys. I thought that might be it. Bob, you coming up? Real estate dialogues. Ed, you got anything to say about this? You want me to just go through it?
Yeah, I mean, we're having great conversations, so for those of you that are missing it, I feel bad.
It's standing room only too, so you gotta get there early.
Oh, yeah, I went.
And it's on hybrid too, so you have no excuse not to get on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I would tell you, there's some.
Even Angela gets on, and she's on the 7th floor upstairs when she logs in. Angelica.
Well, if you guys can make it, we'd love to see you here. They've got great insight to share with you. Please show up. The compliance edge. If you have any questions, let's discuss your transaction questions. Please join Mark. He's been under the weather for about 10 days now, but he's bouncing back and he's happy to help you out with any questions or anything you may need from him. Don't hesitate to reach out to him, and he's there to help you. All right, next week, window listing as a pro with Vinny Enriquez, February 4th from 4 p.m. in person. He's here live in the flesh. Look at the guy. Look at him, he's shining. He's glowing.
Fresh haircut.
Fresh haircut?
Yeah. For you guys. Great haircut.
All right.
Nancy will be there, right, Nancy?
I will be on.
Nancy will be there as well, too.
Oh, yes, did you by any chance get a chance to add that? So, can you guys, no, I need that back. So, we've been talking about working with seniors so much. I reached out to our vice president of reverse mortgages for the entire company, and he's gonna be doing a special presentation for all of our realtor partners. I wanted you guys to scan this QR code, log it into your calendar, register, log it into your calendar, attend, and learn how that, we are using reverse mortgages to purchase homes. It's not just refinances. Like, you can use it for a purchase, right, baby? So it's pretty incredible opportunity, especially with so many baby boomers turning 62 and older. In California, did you know that you can actually get a reverse mortgage at 55? So there's all sorts of different laws. Things have changed, but it's a significant, it'll be a great event. I want you guys to at least sit down and get that onto your calendar. It was really funny this weekend. I was at my friend's kid's birthday party, and I was talking to another dad, and he's having a real estate kind of scenario with his family. Just real quick story. So him and his brother are splitting the mom's house, but mom's still alive, and he needs to buy mom out. I said, well, and they can't figure out how to do this. He doesn't have $600,000 to give to her. I go, well, does she mind giving you your inheritance in advance? And he's like, no, she probably wouldn't. And so we're going to be looking into getting a reverse mortgage for her, getting the money out, paying the other brother off, and then he keeps the house. He lives in the house with the mom. While the mom's alive, he can stay in there. He doesn't need to make payments. She doesn't need to make payments. And now the brother's paid off. This brother's all set. The house gets transferred to him at a step-up basis later on. And I mean, it's a win-win-win for everybody. There's all sorts of, and he's like, nobody has ever said that to me. So look, there's all sorts of creative ways of financing things. That's one of them. And it's stuff like that, like little tricks and twists that you don't come to think about using reverse mortgages that can really help families in their planning. Yeah.
Yeah, but in that scenario, doesn't, like, after mom passes, you have to
got a year.
refinance out of that within like 6 months?
You got a year.
Yeah.
You got 12 months.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then nothing's changed, so it used to be 6 months.
So, but it will be a step up in basis. So if he decides to sell it, he can
Right.
take that money and go
Correct.
elsewhere, right?
Correct.
But think about it. Go
But
ahead.
my point is that he has to refinance out.
You gotta do something, you got 12 months.
Yeah, okay.
You can
I just
either,
wanted to double check.
yeah, absolutely. You can either refinance it or sell it.
But there's a lot of equity because,
It's a $1.2 million house with no mortgage.
yeah, so.
I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, it's an easy fix and no one has said this to me. So it's just getting creative like this. So give me a call and I'd love to be able to help however I can. But definitely attend this if you can. Thank you guys.
Jacqueline, let's celebrate.
I always like this slide. So this is for agents that have closed with us so far in the month of January. So a round of applause for everybody.
That's right.
And I know there's a few more. They're coming either today, this week, before the month is over. So we'll announce those people next week. Next slide. Just want to tell you guys, so there was a shred box that was here in the office. There is no longer a shred box that is here in the office. There is one in escrow partner. So if you guys have files that you need to shred, come see us in Suite 201. That's where the new shred box is. Here's an idea for you. Some of you may know that last week there was an outage. So if a company happened to use Microsoft, you were SOL for the day. So escrow partners happens to use Microsoft. One of the things that brought up is that you may want to have a backup email address. So it was something that came up, and although obviously your Gmail, your KW email was not impacted, you can get a free Outlook.com account. So there is a way to have that. So it might be one of those things that if you are in January and your business plan through the year, you may want to create a backup just to have it in the event something were to go down with Gmail. We realized how critical it was to have communication points. We couldn't do anything without that. So obviously we found ways around it and business still happened and we got things closed. But we thought this was a good learning lesson that you may want to have a backup account ready to go. And then one more thing we have for you guys. One more slide. Closing statements. So for those of you that do this already, awesome, keep doing it. If you had an escrow that closed with escrow partners and you would like us to print out the closing statement for you to send to your client, because it is about to be tax time, it is tax time for some people, it's one of those nice touch points that you can have with your client. So I know I heard somebody talking about how, you do a transaction, that person doesn't remember who their agent is in 6 months or in a year. This is a nice touch point. So anybody that you transacted with in 2025, if you did your escrow with us and we have the closing statement, we will print that out for you. We also have a letter template that's ready to go. You can just sign it. We can send it out on your behalf, whatever you want, but it's a nice touch point to remind your client that they worked with you and how you're making their life easier by sending the closing statement at tax time. And you can also, I know I shouldn't say this, even if you weren't with escrow partners, it's still a nice touch. Reach out to your 2025 people and just send it to them now so they get it before their taxes are due. Thank you guys.
How long do you keep those on file?
We have them on file. I have to ask Nicole and Christine, but we have them.
Cool. Top agent lunch.
Oh! I added
You're
this
still
last
up.
minute.
Jacqueline, you're still up.
You will know. If you got an invitation, they have been sent. We are hosting a lunch just for our top agents that were our agent partners in 2025. You know if you got the email. I'm going to be bugging you guys just to see who's attending so that I can order lunch for everyone. But it's out there. Emails are out. Congratulations to everybody who got the invite.
You know, you know.
You know, you know.
Without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend, Broker Bob. You're up, Bob. You got it over?
Oh.
Hey, Benny.
Hey, how's it going?
What are you doing in your class next week?
Drop some knowledge.
Pinch it. Why did you show up?
Huh?
Why would you show up?
Do something. Say something.
Oh, okay. If you're looking to better yourself, so I know we all are trying to better ourselves, come here. Even if it's one piece of knowledge that I could give you in that 30-minute time frame, hour time frame, whatever it might be, don't you want to be that 1% better? Come next Wednesday. Maybe not Wednesday. Thank you.
Feature benefit, only from Benny.
Yes.
Thanks, Benny.
You're very welcome.
It's good to see some of these guys in the front row this week. What happened? Walked in late?
Having trouble finding it.
So who's been using the new RAD and the RFA? So what's your impression of it?
It was confusing at first.
What's that?
It was confusing at first.
It was confusing? Okay.
Questions?
Questions? You had a lot of questions?
A question.
You have one now?
Yeah.
What is it?
If you're the one sending, so if you're initiating the RFA, the referral agreement, then the RAD attaches to it. Are you having the principal who you're referring sign the RAD, or is the agent who's receiving it only having them sign it?
So you're sending a referral to Kentucky?
Yep. Am
So-
I having that person sign the RAD?
So, right, your duty is with the RFA to send it to Kentucky, but the RAD, you need to disclose to the buyer that you're receiving compensation from that agent in Kentucky that you're referring to them.
But isn't that agent doing that? Isn't that agent's responsibility?
No. No, because they have different laws
Oh.
probably in that
But
state.
if it's within California, maybe? It
No.
would maybe be redundant?
No.
Really? Okay.
No, it's really, and that's where everybody's confused. So if you have a referral that goes out to a different outside of it, it's outside of this office. If you refer inside the office, you don't need the RAD, the referral form. Because it's being paid to the broker. So that's what it is. But if you have something that goes outside of here, your duty is to let that person you're referring know that you're going to receive compensation if they use that agent. Why? Why do you think that is? Yeah, it's full disclosure. That's what the whole NAR lawsuit is about. We're in the world of full disclosure. Now, we're the only state that is doing it right now. There are 12 states that have reached out to CARD and said, can we just use your form? So, of course, California, what do we do in this country? We lead the way, and everybody follows. So eventually what will happen is probably all 50 states will eventually have some type of the updated RFA and the RAD form. Okay? You guys are just being the guinea pigs and getting it all hammered out now.
So if I'm getting a referral from an out-of-state agent, how does that? And they don't have these rules.
Then you have them sign.
So what happens is you're getting an out-of-state referral from somebody. Now you're going to create the referral fee agreement. Your referral fee agreement, but what happens is when you get the BRBC or the RLA signed, and you say, and they updated the BRBC and the RLA, where is it in the section? You check a box, it's a referral that's coming in. It automatically then populates it'll populate the RAD to now disclose to that whoever, if it's a seller or a buyer, that you're paying compensation out on the other side.
So whether you're referring or receiving, just have the RAD signed.
In the world of full disclosure, post NAR.
Great.
So to make it easy for you guys, oh, by the way, tough markets don't last, but tough agents do. There's your words of wisdom for
So
today.
that's just a California thing right now. Like
Right now.
The state of California is mandatory to have.
Well, it's not mandatory, it's not by law yet, but we've moved into post-NAR world where we're still being looked at as an industry that they want to come after us and do another class action suit. And so we're still under scrutiny with the DOJ and lots of law firms that want to do a class action suit.
I'm just wondering if there's ever a circumstance where maybe the referring agent doesn't want the people to know that.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole reason.
But why does it matter? I mean, the pay.
Because they want to come after your commission and say, well, she's making money. I want a piece of that. Everybody always does it.
See, here's the issue. What happens is, what could happen is, let's say you get a referral from an out-of-state agent. That client needs to know that you're paying a referral to that agent, because in essence, that client would look at you and say, and let's say that you didn't tell that agent or that buyer, and the buyer didn't know, and you're paying the referral. And let's say that buyer.
Well, that's the way it's always been.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
And let's say that buyer finds out after this happens that you paid them and they used you because that agent was getting paid. So they felt like there was some collusion going on between you and that referral agent. And that's the whole essence of the conversation we have on the CAR statewide calls. This is why it's full disclosure for any compensation received. The wheels are ticking, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole purpose of having, that's why we spend years building our referral networks getting to know other agents so that we've got somebody that we know we can trust and is an extension of us, so,
But put yourself in the client's shoes now, and where attorneys will put themselves in the client's shoes. You didn't tell that buyer that you were receiving compensation from or paying compensation to an out-of-area agent. And that buyer would have said, well, wait a minute, I could have used another person. I didn't even like you. And I was forced to use you because that agent said, oh, they're great. That's the whole reason what they're trying to prevent. You're disclosing the compensation up front. I know, these are the same conversations we've had on the call when we were introduced to this in December of last year.
Do we have to update current RFAs that we have out now?
Recommended. Recommended. You should do that.
Does it only apply to residential or what about commercial?
Right now, just residential.
Is it a problem?
And don't kill the messenger.
Is it a problem if you have the listing agent have the client sign because they have all their contact? Because I just sent one to Maryland and I knew the husband, but I didn't know his sister that's sharing a house, so I don't have that contact. So I asked the listing agent to have that signed.
Give me the scenario again.
Is it okay if you send out a referral and the listing agent
To another
gets-
state, send a listing referral.
The listing agent gets those signatures because she's going to have the updated contact.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's usually what happens, because whenever I see some of you folks send me a RFA to sign, what I see is the client's contact information is not even on it yet, because you want the RFA signed first before you really give it. I've seen that. I see a lot of that.
So if you'd gotten sent a referral to another state and already had that agreement before 2026, we're good with the prior arrangement?
I would say no, redisclose. Redisclose, or Mark will
If they're
flag it
closing
and
like
review.
February 2nd, I mean,
Yeah,
okay.
redisclose. Yes.
Just in case you all haven't seen the Rocket Mortgage class action suit.
Yeah, I just saw that this morning.
So on the mortgage side of the industry, Rocket Mortgage is being sued for, in a lawsuit, by the way, as big as the one we got hit with as an industry, for undisclosed referral fees paid to them by agents.
Yeah.
So these are under scrutiny, and that's why I would go back in time to do it, just because they're looking at everything. They think we make too much money. So CYA.
Well, not that ones that closed, but.
No, on outstanding referrals that are out there, not ones that close.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, close. Do I see another hand in the back, Bridget? Did you have a question?
I mean, I'm scared to go down a rabbit hole, but I have,
Go ahead.
I have weird
Love it.
scenarios where, you know, an attorney will say, hey, I need you to sell this house outside of the county, which I don't do. So I send them to an agent outside, wherever that property is. I don't have the owner's information. Sometimes I don't even have the property address. And I give it to the attorney and I say, this is the realtor that's gonna help you, and they go. So I'm like almost like one step removed. I wouldn't even know how to do a disclosure like that.
Are you getting a referral?
fee.
Are you getting
Well, yeah, I don't do it if I have a referral fee, yeah.
And how you getting a referral fee? You're talking to the agent, right?
Well, yes, I would introduce the attorney to the agent, but I don't have details on anything, so I'm like one step behind, removed.
But couldn't you just include that?
Need to ask.
You know what? Let's call Car Legal
Okay.
and have them guide us on this.
Okay.
Because I'd rather see what they say about it.
Okay.
Yeah. There's got to be a lot of nuances in it.
Yeah.
So since there was a lot of confusion, Car came out with some quick guides. And so I basically broke it all down, and I'll be emailing this out along with all the quick guides after the meeting. But this is basically how to fill out the RAD when paying out a referral fee, when getting paid a referral fee, and how to use the RAD when compensation from multiple sources. Now this, I don't even know if I can explain this, but basically what this would mean, let's say you're sending out a referral and the broker, you're going to get paid from that broker. Well, let's say that broker who's representing the buyer doesn't pay all that compensation. Somebody else pays the buyer broker compensation, and the listing site pays it. Quite honestly, I don't even understand this one yet, to be honest. So don't worry about this one yet until I get more clarity on it. But this is where the listing agent will say, well, I'm only going to pay 2%, and then the buyer has to pick up the other 0.5%. And you're getting compensation of 25% of the whole 2.5%. So that's where that box would be checked.
Oh,
But you don't know that. You don't know what happened.
all you're getting is from a listing broker.
I know.
So,
So you don't know that at that point. And then if you have ownership interest in the property, very few people will be using this one.
Does this pertain in any way to new construction? Because you're basically getting a referral fee.
Yes. Yes, and you're signing you're signing a referral fee agreement with the new developer.
They have their own document.
They have their own
They
document.
have their own documents.
Yeah, but you still need to disclose to that buyer that you're receiving compensation, that you referred to them. And they know that anyway in new construction, because they know that when you go in and register, but you still should use the disclosure.
Okay, thank you, that's very important.
Yeah.
You're gonna send out a kind of cheat sheet with the.
Now I send out this PDF that has by the way, all the blue things are clickable links, and then I'll have all the individual. So don't be an RDR. You know what that is?
Robert's dark room.
A realtor who doesn't read the documents.
It just seems.
And for people that want brevity, the high Ds, I put this all in one document. So you can print it out and use it as your handy guide. Just store it in your Google Drive. Make it some easy access to go to. I'm trying to give you guys the easy button.
Yeah. Will it be broker bot?
BrokerBot. It's already in BrokerBot. It already is in there. We'll preview that in a few seconds. So, whoever has challenges filling out a document, a car document?
Never.
Never? You all know them backwards and forwards, right?
I know them all.
Nobody, everybody's afraid to answer?
yeah. I hate the FHDS more than anything.
Yeah.
It's the worst document.
So, go ahead and click on this link, Ariana. Did you guys know that there's a tool within car forms that will explain every section within a contract? In case you get to it and you're like, what's this one for?
How does it explain it?
So go ahead and pull up the, pull up the FHDS. That one right there.
Oh my God.
So this little handy tool, basically, if you have a client that asks you a question that you don't know the answer to, you can pull up this tool within your zip forms, and if you click on the little blue dot to the right of the number 1, it explains what it means.
Wow.
So you can say here, read it.
But if you're on the fly and you're like, a client called and asked, whoever has a high C client that wants to read the contract before they sign it, and then they send you an email, what does this mean? And you go, let me get back to you on that. You can go to this little handy tool and figure it out. Okay? It's in any of the documents. Okay, back to the PowerPoint. Thank you, Ariana. All right, let's talk about AI safety. Who in the room is using ChatGPT? And what are some of the examples you're using it for?
All right, video scripts. I ask it questions sometimes about people in this room.
Okay, what else are you guys using it for?
I do it up in listing descriptions after I write the listing description.
Okay, after is good.
Yeah, I don't have to do that.
By the way, who was in the class prior to this? Okay, I want you to get rid of everything he said about recording your sales calls and uploading them into ChatGPT. Please do not record your sales calls, because you're opening yourself up to some claims if sensitive information got out there. So we're talking a little bit about AI because I'm concerned, as the world's moving really rapidly with everything, that some of you might be uploading contracts into ChatGPT or sensitive client information into ChatGPT, which is not a closed network. And so you're putting into what's called open source AI that goes out And that is now out to the Ethernet. So please don't be uploading private documents into ChatGPT, your tax returns or HOA docs, because it's information that shouldn't be out there in the world. Yes.
To that point, I had lunch with my divorce attorney the other day, and maybe some of your attorneys can attest to this. He said he was sitting down chilling and a ChatGPT commercial came on, and so it got him thinking. So he started subpoenaing all the ChatGPT searches for the opposing party, and he said like some of the things he was finding were like, how do I hide my money? How do I do this? Like in all these searches, and so he's using it to build cases. So to your point, don't put anything in there that you wouldn't want an attorney to subpoena, because now attorneys are starting to subpoena ChatGPT.
Thanks for sharing.
Just for your FYI,
Thanks
so I was
for
like,
sharing.
okay, look, so don't get busted.
Bridget.
So my chief technology officer on my team has also expressed a lot of concern about AI. We use Gemini Pro because it's more secure. But what I do is my almost all my listing consults are virtual, and I don't record them, but Gemini Pro does a summary, and I keep that, and then I send them a here's what's next, kind of this is what we discussed, to save me a ton of time. Do you have an issue with that?
So you and your chief technology,
Matt, basically, Matt.
I know, right?
Husband.
So Matt and I set up a very secure system for you. Did you see that? I'm telling you, you have a red phone to my office.
Yeah.
No, Matt emails me a lot. I went through and we made sure we followed all the protocols.
Okay.
Because you do a lot of recording of your conversations that might need to summarize stuff, which is a good idea. So if you guys, because you guys aren't really good at your communication logs, because a lot of you rely on text, but you should be putting everything in email to memorialize stuff, because the first thing, if you're ever going to claim, they ask, where's your communication log? But doing the phone calls to summarize stuff, you have to ask them in advance. By the way, I'll be recording this, but you can also get a document signed that we put together, created, to have all your people sign at the beginning of the transaction, that the phone calls will be recorded and then uploaded. We have a whole system put in place.
Okay, so it's okay to do that on the listing appointments. What, is that considered, I guess, I don't know if that's considered recording.
You're just asking them in advance, by the way, this is recorded, is that okay? You gotta get permission, right? Okay, if they say no, then you can't record it, okay? The other thing that I'm concerned about with sensitive information and wire fraud, so I spoke with Nicole prior to here, and like, tell me about your secure system for your escrow. They have a very secure system with their escrow because they handle sensitive documents. You guys as real estate agents handle sensitive information with clients. And my biggest concern is some of you use your own personal Gmail account or a personal Gmail account that says Realtor in it, but you might not have multi-factor authentication set up, and you're probably already hacked. And stuff like that is how wire fraud occurs, and it's probably going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So if you're not using the KW email, you will eventually be getting an email from me that I need to know the protocols that you have set up with your whatever service you have set up. If you have your name at yourlastname.com set up, I need to know what multi-factor authentication you have set up. And if you say, I don't know, then you better learn how to do it. Because you're storing sensitive information of clients, and if that stuff gets out there into the world, that client will have a claim against you if all of a sudden they find out that they've been hacked or their information's out there in the world. This is really important stuff to consider as we move forward into this new environment, new world that we're in. Like we had Microsoft go down last week and everybody was at a standstill for pretty much 18 hours. And stuff like that, that affected, it did affect escrow because she couldn't do loan documents, she couldn't do anything. And then they had to work through the night once they got service back. So that's my little get your email set up. Like I'm in multi-factor authentication all day and it bugs the crap out of me because I'm going into multiple in and out of websites and every time. So if you don't have multi-factor authentication where they send you a code to your phone on all of your accounts, your personal accounts, all your personal banking, etc., set it up because you're going to be hacked and it's not going to look pretty. Okay? So, what's our answer to ChatGPT? Well, we are bringing in a new service called BrokerBot. And it's a really great service. So here's the stuff it's going to be able to do for you. It's going to be available 24/7. So when it's a Saturday night at 6 o'clock and you're writing a contract that includes a TOPA and you forget how to do it, and you text broker Bob, but it's 6 o'clock. What's he doing at 6 o'clock on a Saturday night? He probably has a martini in his hand. And if it's playoffs, he's probably watching football, so don't bother me. It'll do document analysis. So this is a closed proprietary system, so you can feel safe by uploading this. This doesn't go out to the open source world. So if you have a document like a contract that you want to analyze, let's say you have a listing out there and you got multiple offers and you wanted to upload those offers to do counter offers for each and every one of them, and by the way, verify if there was anything missed on the RPA by the buyer's agent, it'll give you everything you need to put in the counter offer. I've tested it. It's like lickety split. It's really nice. If you got multiple offers, you want to do a multiple counter offer scenario to give to your buyer so they can sell her so they can see what the net will be for each one of them. It's really good. Do image creation. So if you want to do staging and the virtual staging in some of your listings that are just blank photos, you can do virtual staging. It's really nice. We've seen that demonstrated. And basically it's going to be your own AI assistant. This is really, once we introduce it, you guys start using it, I've been uploading as much information as I can. You know my broker advisories I create and send out to you guys, so you guys read every one of them, front and back. Right. So I've uploaded stuff like that, like how do you fill out the RAD? How do you fill out the RFA? Give me each scenario. So it'll answer stuff like that 24/7. We also actually have lists to give you the right prompts to get the right answers. So this will all be introduced at another meeting. I'm just kind of pitching it now so you guys can see it. What's that?
February 11th will be that meeting on prompts.
February 11th. So I want you guys to take out this and put this number into your, I want you to text, take this number and text to this number.
You can all do it
Right now.
at one time, because technology.
What do we text? What do we say?
What does Nancy Perez do at the Market Center? Now, it will come back blank, because I don't think she, no, I'm kidding. It'll tell you exactly what she does.
Very good.
I'll help you, whatever you want.
What do we text? Are we supposed to text something?
Yeah, ask it.
What does Nancy Perez do?
Or her contact information, or what's the Wi-Fi.
Right. What's the Wi-Fi password?
6.
Or her address.
I want to see if you guys get a response.
So it's not.
I haven't gotten a response.
It's both.
It'll take a minute,
But if you are on the fly and you
Should we
are,
just save this as broker boss?
yeah, just save this number as BrokerBot. Did you get a response, Maria?
Not yet.
Okay,
I'll
so
save it as Robert's replacement.
Y'all are so impatient.
Wasn't able to find any information about
He
Nancy.
loves that, by the way.
Well, he's got it.
Oh.
It says I wasn't able to
crushing.
find any information about Nancy Perez's role or position in the available team roster or staff directory.
ask it for my contact information.
Ask it for the Keller Williams San Diego Metro Wi-Fi and password.
It doesn't know it, so I asked it.
Yeah.
It doesn't know
I
who
think
you
it
are.
might.
All right, guys.
I think we should just wait till February.
He has no idea.
So I have a question.
Oh, they can't find you either.
Right. I think
Exactly.
Ask it for my contact information. So this is
We're trying to
So
check.
this is a contact number from AI.
What's that?
So this secure system is reaching out probably to the open system of AI with this information.
No.
No.
So explain,
So there's closed, which is proprietary, which is us. Closed, BrokerBot is closed.
So here's what happens, because without knowing there are hundreds of folders that BrokerBot has behind the scenes. Part of us setting this up since December has been Robert and Nancy and Ari and Mark Miller going in and uploading every single document we have that we've ever created and put into it. So it cross-references everything that we put into it and only what we put into it. That's why it's closed.
I asked who was the broker and he didn't know.
So maybe it might be that we haven't added you guys in the system yet. Maybe that's why you're getting the response. So, a glitch I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because I tested it for me and it
Saying
left.
that she's not on a team roster and I need to check with team leader or office administrator.
Okay, so glitch in the system. I
It's
got
all
you guys.
Broker Bob.
I got you guys too excited.
Ask the wrong question.
Yeah.
What's the question?
The problem is
No.
we haven't named it, that's what's up.
So we're gonna launch it the 11th, but we're gonna. When are we sending invitations out? When are we sending invitations out? For them to be able to register.
Yeah, maybe we have to do that because I got an answer.
Yeah, so that's probably what it is. So we're already in the system.
I got an answer to them.
You got an answer? What was your answer?
It was a long list, but I said, what did the book this year? And it gave me
Oh, what she did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a glitch in the system. That's why we're playing with it. We're uploading. Yes.
So is there an app, but then we could also just text that number? Is there both?
Well, you log in online. So it's not really an app. It's go to a web link.
Okay.
So you can see our.
So once you've got it up and running, you'll give us.
Oh yeah, Ari,
online?
can you click on the link? So they can see what it looks like. So this is exactly what the interface will look like.
From your phone, if you want to upload a document to the conversation, can you do that?
Yeah.
So it's identical, using it like this, it just looks different on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can upload an RPA and say, drop me a counter with all these.
Just like you
to a
can with
text.
ChatGPT.
Just to a text.
Yeah.
How much is it gonna cost me?
There's no cost.
Okay.
We already raised our.
This is your own personal AI assistant. That actually works once we get everything uploaded into it. Because I then go into the back end and I look at what you guys are asking.
Oh, really?
And then if it's giving you the wrong answers, then I'll correct it. So once we launch it, I want you guys to go in and play with it and ask questions and do stuff in it so that we can make sure it's right.
You see the question?
Yes.
How does it know that the people that are
So if you
texting
say
it from
something
our
dirty,
office-
Vinny, I will know. John?
How does it know that the people that are texting it are from our brokerage?
We'll have you logged in as, you're gonna have an account.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why you all aren't getting responses.
Yeah, that's why it's weird right now.
Yeah. But one person did, which made sense.
I got all the stuff.
You did?
Yeah, and when I actually asked about, first of all, it said, I'm BrokerBot, I'm an AI assistant for KW Metro, how can I help you today? If you have questions about contracts, compliance, listing, team contacts, processes, or anything else real estate related, just let me know. Then I asked about the RAD form, and it said I couldn't find a document in the knowledge base that specifically addresses whether a RAD referral agreement disclosure is required for an agent referral outside of your brokerage, and then it is some other stuff.
Good. When you guys asked who is Nancy, did you just use Nancy or did you do Nancy Perez?
Nancy Perez.
Okay. All right. All right. So now I asked Ashley to speak for the last few minutes about the state of the world. All yours.
Yeah, the state of the world. How's the world? I think we all probably have a different experience of how the world is right now. I know personally, several people in the room have reached out to me in the last couple weeks, just kind of unsteady about things that are happening, things we have to be aware of. And last Tuesday, we finished the 12 weeks of a program that I wrote called Discover Your Destiny. I renamed it for this time and called it Define a Purpose. If you want to write it down for who did it, raise your hands high so everybody can see you. Ask them about it if you're interested. But we're going to start it again in March after family reunion. So it is going to be March 3rd will be the first one, and we're doing it earlier, 9 to 11. So it's Tuesdays, 9 to 11. And a lot of the content is all about getting your psychology in alignment with your activity and your beliefs so that you can thrive no matter what the outside environment is doing. That is more difficult right now. And this is one of the tools that we use in the class. I wanted to use it today to just kind of help us understand some. Let me go back. If you all had jobs and you were getting an actual paycheck every couple weeks, you could go to work and half-ass it and still get your paycheck, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
When you're a realtor, that's not exactly how life goes. So regardless of what the outside environment is doing, we have to take responsibility for what's going on inside so we can still be productive. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Now, what we're going through is real. And what I know for a lot of us is we're kind of existing in this part of the pyramid. It's called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And until all of your needs are met, you can't go into the next layer of the pyramid. So for a lot of us, we might have been in the red esteem. We just needed confidence, respect, status because we're in real estate, we're successful. But then some things changed in the last year, and it's knocked us down. This happened, think back to COVID year. We could have gone from the absolute apex to physiological needs like that. A lot of people did. Well, in the current environment, especially in a city like San Diego, a lot of us are existing here. I'm curious, how many of you know somebody impacted by the immigration stuff that's been going on? Okay, so for those of you not turning around, there's about 6 hands up. How many of you have been psychologically impacted by it?
Oh, for sure.
Every hand should go up. That's real. That's real. And ignoring it or just trying to go on and not acknowledge it and figure out how to get through it isn't helping you. Okay? I know, Maria, I'm just going to say, because you shared in the class last Tuesday how close this has hit to home. And just knowing somebody that, I mean, it's a real impact. Now, I have had, let me step one step back. The OP in Minneapolis is a good old friend of mine. And he interviewed one of his agents Monday on their office meeting. He just sent me the link to the meeting. I was there live via Zoom, and I'm trying to get an interview with her. The woman that he interviewed is 26. She's been in real estate for 4 years. Her first year, she closed 7 transactions. Her second year, she closed 33. Her third year, she closed 50.
Wow.
Pretty cool?
Yeah.
She got into real estate the year after she immigrated from Somalia in Minneapolis. So going into this year, she had 50 buyers lined up. Her pipeline was 50 buyers. How's the Somalian population doing in Minneapolis right now?
Not good.
She's not even leaving her house.
Yeah.
But she's still working and she's still serving. So I was so inspired by her, and she's just a little fireball, that I want to expose you guys to her. But what, from a business standpoint, it made me realize is that, we're self-employed. We need to get up and figure it out. Now, a lot of times, if we're not coming into a group of people, what happens when you're with your crazy thoughts alone? Or you're a father and the husband, and you have to be the strong one in the house. You can't talk about the stuff that's bothering you and worrying you. So this is a safe space. We need to be able to have those conversations because my business success is tied to your business success and vice versa. And we just know ignoring a problem, ignoring a fear doesn't make it go away. Yes?
Yes.
Now, if you do think back to COVID, who was in the real estate business during COVID? Do you remember what you were thinking and believing about our jobs in March and April?
So that we weren't gonna be able to do them.
Say it out loud for
That
the
we
people in
weren't,
the
that
back.
we weren't gonna be able to do them.
Well, in the initial time, we weren't able to do that.
Yeah.
We couldn't show property. There was some crazy laws put in place. You could only have one person in a house at a time. We weren't allowed to go into the office. Like, everything shut down for a 60-day period. It kind of felt like the end of the world in terms of real estate. And then they decided some businesses were essential. Well, and real estate is one of them. So there were people in this meeting that I watched on Monday, and I went, oh my gosh, I probably have agents like that too. Feeling like, and I couldn't see them, but I could hear them when they spoke up. Feeling like real estate is just not where my focus should be right now. I feel bad about making real estate posts. I feel bad, like the world is falling apart, and I feel that, and I understand that. And guess what? Real estate is essential. People still need to move, and they need really good agents in a good, sound mental state to help them through the thing that is now even more stressful than it was prior to the craziness. So we're committed to do whatever it takes to help you get to that space, because this group of agents in this room is amazing, and you need to be helping people. Okay? Now, on that note, any of you can come, I hope you know, all of our leadership team is a completely safe space. You can reach out to anybody at any time if you need anything. I made the suggestion on the Monday meeting that maybe there's a buddy system that helps this agent, since she's got 50 buyers and is terrified to leave her home. Maybe you put a buddy system together so she's got an escort. I mean, we'll figure it out, right? For us, and this is in conjunction with the coaching groups that we have for the year, but write this down. I'm going to start on February 9th, which is a Monday, a Zoom at 12:30 to 2 every Monday. You guys will determine what the topic is. I will come with some business topic, but other than that, it's going to be an open forum. Let's just talk through the problems. On Fridays, we're going to do the same thing, but in person. Here. So, and same time, 12:30 to 2. I am sorry to the staff if that conflicts with anything you have on the schedule. I looked, I didn't see anything.
You can copy the times and dates.
Yeah. So starting on Monday, February 9th, 12:30 to 2 on Zoom. I'll get the Zoom link out to everybody. Everybody's invited. It's open. By the way, vendors invited too, if you need to blow off some steam and get some direction. And then Fridays from 12:30 to 2 in person here.
The 13th.
The 13th.
Zoom on Mondays, in person.
Actually?
Yes.
Okay, so I know you said it was open and people can.
Our people and our vendors.
Right.
Because they're vetted.
Is there a general focus?
The general focus is going to be keeping you in production. But we're having to have conversations now that I've never had to have about staying in production. Like, I'm afraid to drive. We have an agent in the room who's told me when they get too tan right now, they're afraid that they're going to get picked up.
They get too tan.
That's not funny.
That wasn't you, but...
No. The fact that some people laugh, it's not funny.
Well, it's
absolutely happening is serious.
It's an uncomfortable, Chris, that was an uncomfortable laugh. That wasn't it's funny laugh. Marwan?
I can relate to that because my parents speak a little English, just enough. And my sister just called me last week and she said, we need to renew their passports and get them passport cards so they can carry with them. So that just hit me really hard. And then today on the Ring camera, I just saw 2 dudes ringing the doorbell with like jackets and just like weird that I've never seen them before. I was like, holy shit. And I just called my parents right away. I was like.
So Lisa, on that, some of this will be addressed too because, and you may not know this, I have OP friends that have already gone through these spaces because their places have gone through it a lot already. The passport cards aren't recognized by ICE. You have to have your passport on you. So just one tip. So stuff like that we'll talk about because we have to.
So not Sentry cards or global access or anything?
Have your passport on you if you
What I would say to that, in general, if that being part of that, what you're proposing in these meetings is a way better use of time than being on social media and processing all that shit that's out there. You have got to, and these times you have got to protect your brain space. And it's like, I mean, yeah.
And I'll be honest,
It's as much out there, and it can take you down a rabbit hole really fast. So just, it's so important right now to really.
And that's as
look
much
out
for us as a
what
leadership
you're
staff
bringing.
than it is for you guys.
Yeah.
Are you saying everybody should carry a passport at all times?
Everybody who you
looks
might
brown
be.
like me?
Yes. I hate to say that, but if you could be racially profiled, I would have your passport on you, and get one if you don't have one. And it's just unfortunate. Where's Nancy? When all this stuff happened, and I don't even know if you remember because you didn't listen to me, but I said, don't go to Mexico. I don't want you going to Mexico right now because I don't know that you'll get home.
We did.
And that's a real thing. And then you brought olives from Mexico.
But it's okay to go to Canada. You ate them.
No.
Well, I went, and I went in October and everything was going. I'm supposed to go in March, so.
Okay, so here's the thing, and I don't want to get, and Lynn, I'll come to you in just a second. Is it okay? It could totally be okay. Are there places everywhere that it hasn't been okay? Yeah. So I would be careful.